Please welcome back to the desk, Parkway Drive lead vocalist, Winston McCall. You have got some fans in this audience, I can tell you right now. When you started out writing metal songs in Byron Bay, did you think, you know what, in about 20 years, I reckon we'll be playing the Sydney Opera House?
100%. 100%. Oh, yeah, definitely. When you start out with this, you're just like, Opera House, that's where it's going to be. No, honestly, of course not. I mean, it's a very interesting juxtaposition of sound to be putting in there. That's kind of the appeal of it. And it's a very bizarre feeling to be able to walk down that road, see the Opera House and go, hey, that's where you're playing tomorrow. So, yeah, pumped. That being said, we got something to go in there.
So cool.
Was that the only way to get into the Sydney Opera House? Was get a
front door
symphony orchestra? I'm with them. Let's make it happen.
Yeah, just that I've got enough of the ins to get in now. No, it's honestly, I'm not quite sure how we managed to wrangle the concept, but it was one of those opportunities which presented itself, I think, from one of the teams we're working with, to be able to put something on. And we wanted to be able to do something which put the band in a different light. Like, we've just come off the most insane year of touring we've ever done, biggest thing you've ever done. And kind of where do you go? And all of a sudden it's like, hey, you could go to the Opera House, and what do you want to do in the Opera House? And the idea of doing it with the symphony, kind of, it's something we've never done before, and it just puts it in a completely different prism of everything we do. So stoked.
So cool.
Well, as you said, it's a bit of an interesting musical crossover, right?
Oh, yeah.
Classical music and the rock, the hard kind of metal rock.
Yeah.
How do you mesh those two?
With really good people behind us. It's really interesting for us because when the concept, that was the hardest thing about the concept, it was just, it's so far outside of what we do. Like, we can't read music, sheet music, no idea. We know what we like and we know how to dictate that. We have a really good musical director, so he put his hand up and said, I know how to execute this, tell me what you want. We went through song by song of what we had in our head, explained it with our very bad musical terms, and then he assembled his teams of orchestrators and composers and said, this is what they see for these songs. And then they came back with what they'd created with the melodies and the music on top of what we've already got and with our music. And that's how it's come together, which has been incredible because the team that we're working with is, they do a lot of cinema stuff.
Yeah, right.
Massive, like, cinematic scores. There's people that have worked on Frozen and Mad Max and stuff like that. So you mesh that kind of expanse with what we do, and it basically makes the more intense bits more intense, the sweeping parts more sweeping, and the intimate moments put it in a perspective that no one's heard this band before.
And please tell me that at some point someone plays a triangle.
Me?
No, well, that would be even better.
I hold down the tambourine really hard.
Just to make sure that we honour the metal, I'm thinking a cello player diving into the mosh pit.
Yeah.
Is that what we're going to see?
Possibly. Flaming cello?
Yeah.
The bow on fire. Ooh.
How funny is that, just seeing a guy with a monocle just smashing into someone else? It's going to be
pretty good. I've seen little bits of outfits that people are coming with, and I'm like, that'd be pretty good.
I know from your shows, though, you don't go in halves. Like your drummer, Gaz, he gets put in a cage, put upside down, and there is flames bursting out every which way.
Yeah.
How is that going to work at the Opera House?
Oh, here it is. Oh, my God. Oh, please tell me.
The question that everyone's wanted.
It's got to be outside. That's the answer.
Yeah. Yeah. How's it going to work? We got something different planned. We got something very different planned for this entire thing. It's, I mean, this was everything we ran on the last tour and for a couple of years, and it's obviously absolutely insane. But this was an opportunity to basically give people the exact opposite of what they're kind of expecting, and it still hits all of the points that we normally hit. But when you have, there's 70+ people on that stage who are very, very technical and very good at what they do with the music, and we are using the music in a way that I'm going to say works instead of the production that we normally use. So it's still incredibly impactful when you choose to use those moments in the way we do, but it's less of a drummer upside down, completely on fire, and more of the choir going absolutely mental on this part, or everyone locking in for 30 seconds of music that makes something that's already heavy sound like a trash compactor stomping your head in. What a description. Goosebumps. I know. I'm sure all of the violinists out there have been going, yeah, that's how I want my music to be described.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know, there is an incredible contrast between metal music and metal fans. You know, it seems like it's so angry, aggressive, but actually fans, some of them in the audience, are some of the loveliest people. about?
So I think the thing with it is it's community, and it is a community to a degree of outsiders, because there's this stigmatism that goes with the music and the sound of it. It's like, I always describe it as like it's a really lovable ball of barbed wire. It's like everyone's really, really nice and really, really kind, but the music itself is as spiky as it gets, and you've really got to like be committed to actually get inside it. So the fans, everyone that is inside the ball of barbed wire, support each other. Like, the shows are crazy. People go absolutely nuts. It's highly adrenaline-fueled, highly emotionally charged. But if someone's falling down, they're getting picked up. No one's actually trying to hurt each other. And it's just when you got something that intense, it's quite emotional. So,
So cool. If you would like to get tickets to the Opera House show tomorrow night, well, you'll need to go back in time because they're all sold out.